Welcome back to another Sunday Legacy Challenge with the Epic Storm version 12.5. I am Bryant Cook, and today, as I mentioned, Sunday Legacy Challenge. This is the deck list that I've been playing since July, maybe early August. 12.5 has been phenomenal. And the big thing about 12.5 is Prismatic Ending and Orim's Chant. Those are the reasons why you would play white, and we are a true 5-color deck, as you'll notice here. Not even a basic land in this deck. We have Mox Opal to act as our 2021 Gemstone Mine. We don't actually play Gemstone Mine anymore because we don't need to. We get to run this lovely fetch mana base for Brainstorm and Ponder while reaping all the benefits of being 5-color. This deck is truly bananas. I won a challenge about 2 weeks ago. That card will show up throughout this video at some point, but yeah, wow. So the big thing is this deck is incredibly fast while having consistency to beat the blue deck. So with all these artifacts, you get to be really fast against decks like Death and Taxes, for example. But against blue decks, you have Galvanic Relay to just grind your opponent into the dirt. So now the Epic Storm is not only the deck that it was in 2018 where you get lots of turn 1 kills, you also get to do the Ad Nauseam Tendrils thing from that same time period and just grind your blue opponents into a pulp. So this deck really does have everything, and it's why it's probably the best Storm deck in the format. So yeah, if you have any questions, put them in the comment section down below. I am happy to answer those. If you don't have any questions, leave a comment anyway. It helps us get into that YouTube algorithm, and I would appreciate you if you did that. Like, comment, subscribe. Those are all free things to do. They help support the channel. You can also become a member. Click that join button next to the subscribe button to unlock membership information, donation decks, cyborg guides, badges, emotes, our member section of our Discord. Our Discord is completely free, and that is in the description below. So click that button, join our Discord. It's a great community. Tons of combo conversation happening in there, and you should be a part of it. And there's always people in there willing to help you learn combo. Yeah, so definitely join that. But the membership does unlock the member section of the Discord. Yeah, you can always go directly to theepicstorm.com/donation-decks to submit your combo deck to be featured here on this very channel. Theepicstorm.com/shop for card singles, as well as sweet Storm merchandise, including our brand new mini token pack, which makes counting your mana and Storm super easy in paper. I would definitely recommend it now that the paper play is returned. So go to theepicstorm.com/shop and get your own mini token pack. Whoops, I clicked the wrong button. All right, I'm back. That's my intro, short, sweet, and a little bit stumbly. I definitely could have done this intro a little bit cleaner, but here we are. This challenge is about to start, so I'm trying to speed through it. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate you. Subscribe. We're going for 6K by January 1st. If you haven't done it already, do me a favor. All right, it's about to begin. I'll see you in match number 1. Welcome to round number 1 of the Legacy Challenge. I am on the draw against Quinniac, and according to Goldfish, their entire history is burn decks of various formats. I don't know what they play in Legacy, but I think it's safe to assume it's probably going to be burn. I don't love this hand in the matchup, but I'm not going to ship in the blind. This hand's fine, so we're just going to do our best to win with what we have. We have turn 1 Wishclaw Talisman plus Ponder. We also have turn 1 Wishclaw Talisman upkeep Chant you, so that way you can't play an idol on. And then try to win on our next turn. Which is probably the best line here, assuming that they are on burn. I faced them once in Legacy in early 2020, and they were on Eldrazi. So, okay, and there's our mountain. The Jorbling Guide. We picked up a Verdant, okay. I like free cards. And the Burning Wish is super good. We're going to imprint Ponder. Go get Badlands. Wishclaw. Opal. Play the Opal. And then upkeep, we're going to cast Orim's Chant. Defense Grid never did this. Ooh. Okay. Alright, so they are attacking with Goblin Guide. The Goblin Guide triggers on the stack. Let's reveal. And we picked up another Verdant Catacombs. 2 free lands off this guide. That's why you only need 13 lands in your deck. Why would you need any more? Anything more than that's just being greedy. They missed their land. Okay. Dark Ritual's a good hit. Let's cast this Brainstorm, see if we can make a little bit more mana out of these. Alright, and Brainstorm's resolved. We can put back 2 lands. We don't need 2 copies of Burning Wish. That doesn't really do us much good. And to be honest, this Brainstorm didn't matter. It replaced itself with a Petal, so that's fine. That's pretty much all you can ask for. So now we need to figure out a way to win from here. So Dark Ritual is a pretty easy card to cast. So we're just going to play out the Petal. These are free things to do. We don't actually have to put much investment into them. So from here, we have 4 mana, 5 mana, 6 mana. We could activate this going down to 5 mana to get Lion's Eye Diamond. That's 1 mana short of Peer into the Abyss. So we have 8 mana total, which isn't enough to Burning Wish, Grapeshot, Burning Wish Tendrils. So that is off the menu as well. I think that we probably have to Echo here. Alright, storm number 4, we're gonna go get the Echo of Aeons. Then we activate our Wish Claw. We have 3 artifacts, so I don't have to worry about the Opal losing Metalcraft here. Alright, let's get that diamond. And we're just hoping for a good Echo. 3 available mana is pretty good. I'm going to leave the black floating, just because we're trying to win this turn and I want that combo colored mana. Alright, they've increased our storm count by 1. I don't think that's going to be relevant. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, yeah. Get that chicken tendies. Wooch, wooch. We even got the time walk them, so they essentially had 1 turn. Love it. Love it. Alright, so we're going to leave in the Orim's Chance in case we need to beat Mindbreak Trap. But we can board in these decays, in the endings. The Ad Nauseam can get out of there. So this looks pretty good to me. You can try boarding in Relay because you have these to answer things like Eidolon. I don't think I love that plan of slowing down and trying to like outgrind them. So instead, I'm just going to submit this and see what we can do. Alright, game number 2, we're on the draw. And we have a turn 1 Echo, so I'm probably going to keep this. If we hit another mana source, I can turn 1 empty, and I'm very, very interested in a turn 1 empty the Warrens. So let's hope that we hit a Rite of Flame or an Opal or something like that. Right, there's Goblin Guide. And the reveal is Rite of Flame. Okay. So that does give us enough mana to cast empty. Question is, will I? I think the answer is likely yes. I just want to think about it for a little bit. Alright, so Rite of Flame, Lion's Eye Diamond. So this is an Empty the Warrens for 12. Is 12 good enough? I think so. 12 should be good enough. Black Belcher, baby. Black Belcher. Alright. 12 Gabos. Home to party. What is this? Eidolon? That's not going to be good enough. You're silly. Come on. You know better than that. You can't cast spells, and I'm just going to attack you. Alright, so they're going to block 2 Goblin tokens here and take 10, going down to 10. And I would expect a concession. There we go! Round number 1 over burn. How lucky. We definitely showed the deck speed in this round. Stick around. Maybe we'll show off some of our, long game plans against blue decks with Galvanic Relay. 12.5 is very powerful. Yeah, so I'll see you in match number 2. Welcome to round number 2. We are on the play and we are facing Leofa, who plays a lot of Honorog piles. So we're going to keep this hand. It's pretty good. We have both the protection spell, the action spell, and a way of going to get Lion's Eye Diamond via Wish Claw Talisman. So, yeah, I'm not shipping this. This hand's great. Okay, we're just going to lead off on turn 1 Tarn. Pass the turn. Tropical Island and Ponder. Okay, so we're probably going to fetch up Taiga here and just cast the Claw. I guess I could just jam Wish for Relay too. I like that because then I don't get hit by Ending. And they pretty much just have to force the... Ooh. Alright, we now have Galvanic Relay. Okay. Wasteland. Yeah, that's a card they're allowed to play. Okay. That was a good one. I think I'm supposed to just jam here. Maybe having the relay in hand will make them not counter this. Okay, they're tapping for a blue and casting Brainstorm. Alright, Orim's Chant. This is going to be Force. Pitching Force. Interesting. So did they open up on triple Force? I'm just going to pass. I don't think I need to jam into a Force of Will here. We have the long game in our hand. Let's just play to it. Another Wasteland. Jeez. Alright. It stings. Dark Ritual? Wishclaw? I'm just gonna have to echo here. If I get forced, they open up on double waste, triple force. Like, they got me if they opened up on that. Okay. So we're not far off from having Lethal Storm. I'm gonna cast this Brainstorm. We just need mana. And that is in fact mana. So this diamond actually represents lethal. We just have to keep on casting spells at this point. And we can cast this Burning Wish, but it doesn't even matter if it resolves or not. Okay. And Wish. Turns out they didn't get anything. And now we get them with the chicken tendies. Boom. Love it. Alright, game number 1 over the 4-color control pile. Alright, I do like my relays here. Check out this Echo. Feels weird boarding out Ponder against the deck with Wasteland, I have to admit. And then we're going to need these Abrupt Decays. Let's do it live. That Echo is pretty good. Okay, game number 2. This hand's fine. I don't love it, but it's okay. We're going to try it out. Flooded Strand. Diamond was a great pickup. Okay. You need to keep in mind there's no Echo in the deck this time, so we do have to get a little bit higher with our mana. I'm going to cast Brainstorm and step here. I have a feeling they might have a Red Blast, and if they do, well, they didn't. It allows me to just get ahead. I don't think I want to imprint the Abrupt Decay. Tough spot to be in. I'm going to put Decay on the bottom. Putting the Brainstorm on top in case they surgical me. So the reason that this is a tough spot to be in, I guess I don't actually need to, that was a dumb comment. I was thinking that I had to imprint to the Chromox. I don't really need to, although it'd be nice. I'm keeping the Decay on top. Maybe I should, because if I imprint next turn, I have enough to Ad Nauseam with protection. Yeah, I'm supposed to imprint here. Force Pitch Snap. Got it. 3 cards in hand. Okay. I don't know what they're doing here. Is it a Cycle Shark Typhoon? Thought twice about it? Oh, you thought Expressive Iteration was an instant? It's not that good. Tropical Island, you got it. And Ponder. Did not shuffle off Ponder. Alright, we're just going to jam Claw here again. The reason that we're playing out Claw into a potential prismatic ending is, one, they already have a great ending target with Lion's Eye Diamond, and they did have Shark Typhoon. But the second reason is we don't have nearly enough mana to chant into Claw plus action spell. We don't have Echo in our deck, so we need more mana in general in order to win. An Earl? Base, sure. Alright, we're looking to draw Burning Wish off the top. And they're fate sealing me. They left it. Okay. I mean, our hand's pretty good. If I could just draw... Okay, that's fine. If I could just draw an action spell, I'd feel good about this. We have 2 claws, 4 wish, 3 relay. I mean, relay isn't quite as good here, but I'd still take it. It would just be exchanging 4 cards for 4 cards. Land, okay. And they left it on top. Alright, we might as well abrupt decay the Snapcaster because we're not going to be able to K after this. Okay, draw. Just need to find a Burning Wish. Actually, another Wish Claw would do at this point because we drew the Ritual as well. No fetch land for them. I imagine they're going to Fate Seal me again. Ah, that hurts so much. That's part of the issue with playing out the artifacts in order to play Claw. They left it on top. I'm just going to draw. Sure. Okay, come on, deck. Left it on top. I'm going to fetch, why not? Let's get back. Draw. And we're probably just dead here. Yep. Looks like they put that one on the bottom. And we are dead, so let's just go to game number 3. Okay, that was unfortunate, but it happens. I don't think I'm going to change anything. I'm just going to leave it as is. Okay, 3rd game. Let's just try to get this one. Good hand. Want another Dark Ritual, but I'll take it. I think I'm going to play up the Badlands, because if one of these has to get wasted, I think I want the green source. Another Dark Ritual would be super nice, because I could Veil on their end step. Like, my plan here is that I really want to try to trick them into letting Veil resolve on their turn. So, honestly, a 4th land would be welcome too. Passing. Draw. Okay. Probably going to Brainstorm on their turn. Last I knew, Honorog Pile doesn't play Hull Breacher. I'm a little nervous about casting it. Alright, don't punish me. Okay. We're getting Breachered. Not like this. Oh, come on! Oh. Alright, so I'm gonna try to hit Dark right here. God damn it. Oh my! Oh my! Yes! Wow. Yes! So good! Wow. I can't believe that just happened. Alright, there's no Echo in our deck. Means we're allowed to flip down to 4. Alright, we can stop there. I've been breachered. Okay, you got me. Let's go. That was so lucky. Wow. Oh, I played so poorly and just got rewarded. My opponent probably deserves this win, but luckily we outskilled them. Alright, Veil of Summer. You can have another treasure, I don't care. Too funny. Alright. Let's just cast her spells. I can't believe that just happened. They're at 17. Wow. Okay, so we are going to be 2-0 over 4-color Anzi pile. Wow. I'm speechless right now. I hope you enjoyed that. Anurag doesn't play Hull Breacher, so I was like, yeah, I'm pretty free to play around that, and just the chain of events is just too unreal. I'll see you in match number 3. All right, welcome back to round number 3. We are likely facing elves. This hand is a little bit slow. It's a turn 3 Echo. I don't love it, but I think I'm going to keep it. Our opponent's taking a mulligan. So ideally, a hand that you would want to keep in game 1 is like a turn 2 or turn 3 Ad Nauseam. We can still get there if the Ponder finds Lion's Eye Diamond, but for the most part, this hand is it's a little bit risky because Echo isn't a guaranteed thing. Whoops. And we want to cast Ponder here. Well then, I will shut my mouth. Might as well leave Diamond on top of the deck. Alright, let's hope that they're on elves. What a Ponder, finding Lion's Eye Diamond? Jeez. Alright. Looking a little elf-like. So, important thing, Savannah is in play. So what this means is if our opponent does jam a turn 2 Collector Oof, we can actually Burning Wish for Massacre. Alright, so Wish Claw. And we're just going to pass. No need to play out the diamonds against elves. Diamonds, artifacts against elves. Alright. Dryad Arbor, so no... what's it called? Collector Roof this turn. We're taking 1 from the Shepherd. Draw a Lotus Petal. Okay, and it's time to, you know, go to work. Petal. Petal. Diamond. We're not going to play this turn because this land just makes us lose a life for no reason. So we are not going to play that. Instead, we can just play a land post Ad Nauseam. Okay. And cast Ad Naus. Hit that 3 button over and over. Tendrils is a good one. What else have we revealed? Tundra, Veil, Darkrit, Brainstorm, Forms, Chant, Rite of Flame. 6 is the magic number because you don't want to flip over Echo of Aeons. And now we can just cast a few spells and win the game. Alright, tap this Opal for black. Might as well play another Chrome Mox. Why not? Play Tundra, cast Brainstorm. Put back 2 lands. Another Opal's perfect because they don't want to sack my Petal anyway. And at this point, I could have just won, but I'm doing things my way. Alright. I'm going to make sure that they're extra crispy. Boom! Game number 1 over elves. Alright, so the plan against elves is that we want to bring in Abrupt Decay for Collector Roof. And technically the opponent is bringing in Thoughtseize. That is something that almost all elves lists do. The problem is that holding up Veil in this matchup isn't like something you really want to do. So we're going to leave in 2 of them in case it ends up being relevant. But if you're holding up Veil and they're just advancing their game plan, you're going to lose. So the only opportunities you really have to Veil them is if you just happen to have a spare mana 1 turn, which isn't super common because you want to be tapping out every single turn. Therefore, this is our game plan. Okay, so this hand's pretty explosive. We just want to find a Wishclaw Talisman or a Burning Wish. I'm going to try this. Also, like I mentioned, our opponent is bringing in Thoughtseize, so if you mulligan a hand like this, Thoughtseize is just going to hurt you even more. Alright, so let's go. Bayou into Thoughtseize. Got it. So they're taking our Brainstorm, and we want to draw Wishclaw or Burning Wish. Okay, Brainstorm down. Draw. Echo is a good one. I will take Echo. And because we drew Echo, I'm going to play out the Petal because it's a guaranteed blue source to hardcast this. As of right now, it's a little bit awkward because we can't cast the Echo off of Dark Ritual. So we want to draw something like another Lotus Petal, another fetch land. And then turn 3 Hardcast Echo is the game plan. Symbiote, you got it. Cradle, okay. And they're just going to pass. Ponder, okay. Let's cast that Ponder. I'm going to search up Underground Sea. How good are those? I'm just trying to think here. So if we drew Opal, keeping 2 Wishclaw on top, that's an Ad Nauseam next turn. Okay, and there's no point in playing out the Opal. We don't need to do that. We do need to fade the opponent doing anything too good this turn. So the way that you want to look at this is that these 2 lands are going to cast Wishclaw Talisman. Talisman is an artifact, so it turns on Mox Opal. You then tap Opal to activate the Wishclaw Talisman, search up Ad Nauseam. You can cast a Rite of Flame somewhere in there as well. And then Rituals off the pedal. So then you'd have 1 mana floating post Ad Nauseam. So 2 mana, 3 mana. I don't think I like this. That's what I was afraid of with keeping that Ponder. I didn't want to say it out loud, but it was in the back of my head. So now our top 2 cards are both dead, and we can't cast this Echo of Aeons. You're in trouble. I mean, I had to fade 1 turn of them getting this in order for I pretty much guaranteed win with the Echo in our hand. Okay. Might as well play it out. There's no downsides. So they get a free turn here because we have another Wishclaw on top, and then we're starting to draw live again. Our best draw would probably be Abrupt Decay. Or even Burning Wish, because I could Burning Wish Grapeshot. Or Thoughtseize. But they probably take like Dark Grit. The best card in the hand is honestly Rite of Flame because of the Burning Wish line, but I doubt that they would take Rite of Flame. Secretly, I hope that they take the Echo, because then I could Rite of Flame Echo. And they took Dark Ritual. I mean, I imagine that they would, so that's not terribly shocking. Alright, so we need them to not have anything else in their hand. Cradle taps for 3, Dryad Arbor's 4. 4 mana is enough to cast Natural Order, which would just put me in the dirt, and then we'd be on the play for game number 3. Right, there's 4 mana. Green Sun for 2. Visionary, okay. They can return the Visionary to their hand, untap Arbor and recast Visionary, but instead they played Reclaimer. Okay, so like I said, they're getting a free turn here because we're drawing Wishclaw that I can't do anything with. Then after that, we're drawing live to a few outs. So Burning Wish and Abrupt Decay, there's 6. We Prismatic Ending doesn't do it here because we don't have white mana. So there's 6 outs that I can think of. Now Burning Wish can go get Massacre, which would make this even easier for me. Okay, so now we're falling to 15. This should be my last turn alive. 5, 8 next turn, so I guess I might get 1 more turn after this. Yeah, and we hit the nut. Yeah, so Dark Ritual. I am slightly worried about a card that like 99% isn't in their deck, and that would be Sagiri Step for the Reclaimer. I mean, if you have Sagiri Step in your deck, props to you. Okay. When it's at 14. Running fairly hot in this challenge today. That Hull Breacher play and a drawing Abrupt Decay here. Pretty lucky draws. They got another Arbor. Okay, so now this Opal's live. That's storm number 3. Opal is on the stack. I'm not sure what they're tanking over here. If I'm being honest, if they had something like Force of Vigor, they could have played it pre-Oof dying. That's spell number 4. I could go get Lion's Eye Diamond. That would be spell number 5. Tendrils would be spell number 6. That's not good enough. So instead, we're going to cast Echo here. Okay, go get Diamond. And usually this is good enough. I will say that. I will say usually. Because we're going to cast Echo with 3 floating mana and a Petal in play, which is 4 mana. which means that we just need a single mana source off this Echo in order to win. Okay, sacrifice the diamond for 3 blue. And my opponent's doing this like gesturing pause thing where they're trying to get me to respect something that's not in their hand. Because if they had something, they would have played it by now. Echoes on the stack. Black mana. I don't know why they're doing this now. Like if they had an Abrupt Decay trophy, you could have cast it in response to the Abrupt Decay. That's what you were pausing over this entire time. So what we're going to do here is activate the Wish Claw. Go get Dark Ritual and cast Dark Ritual. Okay, so that makes it a little bit more probable from their perspective of me fizzling, because now I don't have a guaranteed win. This Abrupt Decay is actually going to fizzle because it's no longer an opponent controls. Okay. Now this trophy fizzles. And we are drawing 7 fresh ones with 5 available mana, 6 tutors in the deck, so not a whole lot. Sure. You're gonna bog me now? Okay. Fine. Honestly, I don't want to redraw any of these cards, so that works out pretty well for me. Like, at this point, I just want Burning Wishes or Wishclaw Talismans. So, like, I think that's honestly a favor. Or my deck is more probable to hit those cards. Ding. Ding, 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 ding. Veil of Summer actually draws a card here because they cast Trophy. Okay, so we could theoretically lose to a Veil of Summer here. Fortunately, our storm count is now so high that we don't need to worry about Tendrils of Agony. We can just go get Grapeshot and end the game. You could also be cheeky and cast Pier, but we already have Lethal Storm, so let's not worry about that. Alright, get Grapeshot. Play Chrome. Okay, we are not going to imprint here. Cast Diamond. And Tendrils. I'm sorry, Tendrils, Grapeshot. I could switch phases too, but Veil doesn't matter anymore. Opponent says GG's, GG's opponent, GG's, and we are now 3-0 over Elves. Running hot today. Hot, hot, hot heat. Round 4 coming up. Okay, let's see if we can continue to run hot in this 4th round. We are facing True Futurism, who usually plays mono green Cloud Post. If that is the case, we're looking at a pretty good hand because we have Burning Wish. Typically in this matchup, our opponent tries to beat us using Needle on Wishclaw Talisman. Well, we can play turn 1 Verdant or Badlands, whatever floats your boat, into Chrome Mox, Veil of Summer, Burning Wish for Pier. And here we're seeing the Needle already that is going to name Wishclaw Talisman. All right, there we go. So now we're trying to build towards Pier, and there's our Talisman off the top rope. The next best Needle target is this right here. So I'm going to be a little bit risky here, and I'm choosing to play the Badlands because I want Verdant to get Underground Sea. It is risky, I know that. But I think it's just like the line I need to take here. Okay. If they Verdant, or if they Needle on Verdant, it's going to hurt. Cloud Post and Reclaimer, okay. Ritual. I'll take a Ponder. Okay, so we're going to get Underground Sea here because it is another black source in case I had a red source later because these are both black. Ding. Ding, 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 ding. Alright, we have Pier next turn. We might as well play out the Wishclaw. It's pretty free to do so. Okay. 3 mana. Sage. That doesn't matter. So this does tell us that they're on the Green Sun list, though. Not all lists play Green Sun Zenith, so they are on the Collector of Green Sun package. Okay. Now we can cast Pier straight into the Abyss. Dark Ritual. And this is going to draw 24 cards. Boom! Okay. So Pier is resolved. We just need to play our artifacts into a lethal storm spell. Okay. Here we are casting all of our spells. Let's add a black here. Why not? Add another opal. Chrome Mox. Imprint this Ponder. Cast Brainstorm. Put back a couple lands. Do we have another Chrome Mox anywhere? Nope. Alright, so let's set this for red. Sure. Go get the attendees and end the game. Alright, they're just gonna do me a favor. Thank you, opponent, and now we can go to game number 2. Orim's Chant's an all-star here because our opponent tries to beat us using Mindbreak Trap. We want to avoid losing to that. So this is actually somewhat similar to the Elves boarding, except we're leaving in 2 Chant instead of 2 Veil. Yeah, everything else can stick around. I've tried boarding in Relay in the past, but I found that I'd rather just have 4 answers to Collector Roof instead of messing around with that other stuff. So let's just submit and go into game number 2. Alright, so we've opened up Burning Wish again, which is what we want in this matchup. We've also opened up an answer to Collector Roof. I'm going to keep. We also have our White Source for a later on Orim's Chant to protect ourselves from Mindbreak Trap. So this hand's pretty good in my opinion. Our opponent is taking a mulligan. We're going to keep. And now they've gone down to 5 cards. Okay, they've kept their 5. Once upon a time. We're probably going to lead off on Verdant getting Underground Sea cast Ponder. Sure, that's a Reclaimer. Another land is okay. It can help us peer through Mindbreak, which is something that we should consider. Ponder. These are all pretty good. I'm going to keep these. Okay. We just have to make sure that we're not playing recklessly into Mindbreak Trap. That's how we lose this game. That's going to name Wishclaw, and now they're on 2 cards. Sure. Okay. So I'm just going to go get Pier again. Yes. Here. Pass the turn. Once upon a time. And they picked up a Claude Post. Alright, so we're fine taking some hits off this Reclaimer. It's only a 1/2 anyway. Alright, let's cast Brainstorm. So I want to think through this a little bit. I can play out the artifacts this turn. This is land number 3. Next turn I have a land drop bringing me to 4. 5, 6 mana, 8 mana. So I can play this out and completely dodge Mindbreak. I could play out the Chrome Mox too, but our opponent is a Force of Vigor deck. So I think I'm just going to play these for now. Just want to make sure I'm remembering this correctly. So we have a Delta on top, so that land can cast Dark Ritual, and then 4 mana. Yeah, that's fine. I probably could have kept the Burning Wish instead of the second Decay. Okay, so Vesuva, which can copy Claude Post. I'm just going to F6 here. Alright, they chose not to attack because they want to activate Reclaimer. Alright, so we're going to use Delta here, just get a land. Cast Dark Ritual. So there's no need to cast these cards right here, Dark Ritual or Chrome Mox, because they enable Mindbreak. This entire game has been focused around not losing to Mindbreak Trap. So let's do that. Spell number 2, they can't Mindbreak. And now we get to draw half our deck into Orim's Chant. Pretty good card. We can imprint this Prismatic Ending to cast the Chant as well. Okay, and they've been chanted. Oh, enchanting, but I'm not going to do that. That's bad. Alright, so we can just keep on casting our artifacts now. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. We do have to remember that we do have to storm for a little bit extra. our opponent can go put Glimmer Post into playing game 3 life. That is an option for them. Okay. I actually drew both Chants. How lucky. Let's remove that needle because I want to. No one turns off my Wishclaw Talismans. No one. Alright. This should be enough Storm. 30 life. Opponent says GG's opponent, and that's going to put us up to 4-0. Today's event was 65 players, so there's still 3 more rounds left to go. Let's just play tight, try to get all of them. We'll see you in match number 5. Alright, the 5th round. We're on the draw against Martin Dominguez. Their last few decks on Goldfish have been green-white depths, a fairly favorable matchup for the Epic Storm. That said, we've opened up a 7 here that's pretty interesting. So we have a guaranteed free mulligan between Echo and Lion's Eye Diamond. So we're just going to shuffle up to 7. But why it's interesting to me is if we draw any mana source, I can cast Rite of Flame and then have 2 mana floating. So it's like starting the game with 2 Storm at the bare minimum, which is really interesting to me. And then if we had a mana source, casting Rite of Flame is huge. I think I'm going to keep it. I'm going to get really, really punished if our opponent's on a blue deck. So I could just mulligan this hand. I'm taking a calculated risk here. If I get punished, I get punished. That's fine. All right, so Windswept Heath. This does look a lot like green-white depths. They mulliganed once, so we're just going to be restocking their hand with this Echo. Greens on Zenith. Okay, come on, deck. I'd also love a Chromox right here. All right, well, we hit a land. It's just not one that casts the Rite of Flame. That's fine. I'm actually going to float a blue off this Echo, I think, because we're not likely going to win, so I want to be able to cantrip off it. All right. That's actually not bad. So let's ponder looking for Diamond. I think that's a shuffle. But this is not far off from Peer into the Abyss. Okay, Veil Simmer's not great. We're going to pass the turn. Okay, so we did give them 2 extra cards here because they mulliganed on the play. Alright, they've played a Windswept Heath. So cards that they could play this turn. Knight of the Reliquary. That's a card that represents Bajuka Bog, but also it helps them assemble their Depths combo, which kills us pretty quickly. Green Sun Zenith for Collector Oof if that's in the main deck. It's usually not main deck. Most lists played in the board. So those are 2 considerations here. Something like Sylvan Library. Yeah. They can also have the 1-drop. I can't think of its name. Elf. Reclaimer. Elvish Reclaimer. I got it. There we go. I know words. Alright, so they fetched with Windswept Heath to go get Savannah. What's coming up next, opponent? Alright, Sylvan. And then Reclaimer, sure. Alright, so Opal is the draw. We have an interesting decision here. Do I just go get Peer or do I cast Brainstorm? And I think I want to cast Brainstorm personally. See if I can fix this hand up. I want a diamond. Give me a diamond. Hey! Alright, so we hit diamond, but I can't win this turn, so we need to pass. But next turn I have an Ad Nauseam. I might even have a Peer. I'll do the math in a second. So assuming that we don't get hit by Wasteland, Verdant Catacombs gets a red source. So then we make 4 mana, which makes 6 mana in play. We can go down 2 mana to play Wishclaw Talisman. Actually, 6 mana in play plus Lion's Eye Diamond is just 9 mana for Peer, so that should win. But now that our opponent's just gone to 10 life, we can probably just Natural Storm them out. There's a Flagstones. And we have to keep in mind that our opponent's deck does run Swords to Plowshares. So right now they're at 10. We want to get up to 7. So the reason why we want 7 Storm is Swords on Reclaimer after they've activated it is 3, and then a second Swords on Dryad Arbor. Do you need to play around double Swords? No. Is it helpful? Certainly. So why wouldn't you just take like the small percentage not lose to that? Because I think this hand is certainly capable of beating it. Alright, let's start on Rite of Flame. They might even use Reclaimer on Bog to stop this Rite of Flame from making 1 extra damage. And they did not. All right. So 4 mana, 6 mana, 9 mana is the lucky number to peer. So I think we're probably going to cast peer here because it's the safest thing we can do. I guess I could probably just Natural Storm. Yeah, let's just Natural Storm. Take another Rite of Flame. I'd be shocked if they didn't bog in response to this. No. No F's given. Okay, Wishclaw. Lion's Eye Diamond. But I'm taking a very long pause on this diamond. Alright, so what we're going to do is hold priority, cast Burning Wish. Ooh, apparently I didn't hold priority. That was an accident. Okay. It's annoying. I can still win here. I could have swore I was holding priority, but I guess I just wasn't. Maybe I didn't click it fast enough. Sure, Dark Root. And Tendrils of Agony. I guess, and I didn't think of this until just now. Theoretically, they could make a Mirage and Swords it. It's possible. And it might be what's happening right here. Maybe I just got caught. So they get Dark Depths off this, crop rotation, get stage, and then they're a mana short. Yeah. Alright, so they conceded. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind now, because I could have just lost to that if they had one more mana. Alright, so I should look up a recent list to see what kind of stuff they have on their board. I don't know if they're a trap deck anymore. Their last list did not have traps. They did have 3 copies of Deafening Silence, 2 Force of Vigor, a Gaddock Teeg, and a Collector Oof, Prismatic Endings, Endurance, Choke. Okay. So I think we'll probably leave in like 1 copy of Orim's Chant. Or we could bring in the Relay, but Relay against Deafening Silence doesn't seem great. Let's try this out. Sure, this hand seems great. We have an answer to Deafening Silence. We have Echo. Love it. Okay, so Diamond. So they kept in step. That's actually good for me to know, because if they play an Oof, I know that if we lose game 1, I have to think about that moving forward. Ooh, red. Okay. Do I get Tundra for the Ponder, or do I just go get Scrubland? I think I want Tundra. Get rid of that. Pass the turn. Okay. Sylvan, sure. They're on 1 card now. Alright, I'm going to Brainstorm instead of Ponder here. See if I can hit multiple cards. The Rite of Flames are interesting, but ultimately not good enough. To like, we don't want to empty, I guess is what I'm trying to say here. Because they are a Tabernacle deck. So I can put back the Ponder. And if I put back Petal, so I'm just trying to think out loud. If I put back Petal, I could imprint the Burning Wish, double Rite of Flame, go get LED. But let's say I don't want to imprint Burning Wish because I want a higher density in my deck. I could just keep the Petal, keep a Wish in my deck, and then play out like an empty Chromox for Metalcraft. That's better. Okay. Whoops. Went to play another Petal. Alright, so let's do this. Another Rite of Flame. Chromox, no imprint. Now I'm thinking that, did I miss a line? No, that would have only been 18. If I put, so I was just thinking, if I had put back the Echo and kept the Wish, I could go down to, I could go up to 5 mana Wishclaw for Lion's Eye Diamond, so not only am I a Storm short, I'm also a mana short. So I was just trying to think if I could have just like Natural Storm 1, and I couldn't have. Alright, so we're going to cast Echo here with 2 mana floating, and a land drop. They have red in their deck, which could mean that their last card is Pyroblast. They didn't show me the red in game 1, but we're going for it anyway. If you have it, you have it. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out which card is better to cast here, and I think it's Ponder, because I get one more look at Burning Wish or Wishclaw Talisman, which both win the game here. From 10 Ponder. I'll also take that glorious Magic the Gathering card. My opponent said something in Italian that I do not understand. I'm gonna have to look it up. Mas o menos. So those of you that speak what I believe is Italian, get your chuckles in now, because I'm gonna look it up after. Or I guess I could do it now. Translate Mas o menos. More or less. Okay, I don't know what that means in context here, but I appreciate you, Martin Dominguez. Okay, let's spam that 3 button. We don't have an echo in the deck. Okay, we can keep flipping safely down to 4 life. I can keep flipping. Let's stop there. All right. So it looks like we are going to defeat Green-White Depths here. Okay, and I can play an Orim's Chant as well. Okay. Chant. And I guess Mas o menos, by the way, I'm sorry, I said it was Italian. It is Portuguese. A little inconsiderate of me for not saying it before. Sure, you can have a crop rotation. I mean, I did them a favor. I put the Sajiri step back in their deck so they could crop rotation for it to protect their Elvish Reclaimer. What a gentleman. Okay, you have a stage. Okay, we can play all of our diamonds because why wouldn't you want to show off all your bling? Okay, Storm 25. Play Wishclaw. Activate, go get Wish. Cast Wish. And get the Tendrils. So it doesn't really matter that you cast the Wish or not. I could have grabbed the main deck Tendrils. But the idea here is I could theoretically play Martin in the top 8. And I don't want Martin to know where my Tendrils is located. So Martin might now think maybe I board out Tendrils in the matchup because I had to go get this one. And small edges like that can add up over time. Maybe Martin just knows better. I don't know, but I'm slightly misdirecting my opponent a little bit. That's the idea here. And we're 5-0. We are locked for top 8. This is 7 rounds and we were 1 player over, so I could lose, and make top 8 at this point, I believe. But we're going to try to win the next 2 anyway. See you there. Okay, round number 6 against Magic Lair. Their last deck on Goldfish was just like our last opponent, Green-White Depths. And here we've opened up a hand that I think is kind of slow and dirtily. This Veiled Summer might as well be a mulligan, so like we're keeping this on the back of Ponder. What if Ponder misses? Then we have a slow hand without any action anyway. So I think instead of relying on Ponder, we should just use the London mulligan. And this hand isn't very good either. We're going to go to 5. Much better. So we can keep bottom Chrome Mox and probably a Petal. I guess you could actually keep a Petal and get rid of the Wishclaw. And then that way when you untap on turn 3, you have 4 of the 6 mana you need. Assuming that we get to live till turn. Okay. Pretty good start. Winning game 1 is pretty huge considering all the hate this deck has. So we really want to get this. Bad draw. All right. Not feeling too confident right now. Getting back the depths. Okay. Might as well get in there. We need to draw like a Dark Ritual or a Diamond right now. That's mana number 5. So that means A Rite of Flame, an Opal, or a Chromox off the top get it. Okay, come on, deck. Be good to me. Because we have 5 mana right now, and the magic number is 6. Okay. So, wait, do they not have the extra mana? Oh my, they didn't have the land. We get an extra turn here, an extra look. Wow. I can't believe we're getting an extra look at winning this game. Come on, deck. Please. Oh, Brainstorm's better than nothing. Get rid of this Veil of Summer. This doesn't do it either. Just trying to think here. So I think we put back both of these. Okay. And then we can play Wishclaw and pass. Alright. Upkeep, we can activate one of the Wishclaws for Diamond and hope for the best after that. So we do have to be cautious of make a Dark Depths and then Swords it. So really, they could be at 40 life. I think that we know that they have one more land in their hand at least. Alright, so we're going to 13, upkeep, activate. We don't want to draw Ponder. Go get Diamond, and then take a draw. We had Ponder anyway. I'm not going to play the Verdant, just like a few rounds ago when I said that we want to play a land off of this that we draw off Ad Nauseam so we don't lose life. We're at 13, so we actually don't have a ton of room here. I can't help but wonder if I'm supposed to Ponder because we need to get up to 20 Storm in order to beat Swords. So I'm guessing this Ponder will replace itself. Chromox. Chromox is actually good enough here. So hold control, play Chromox. And now what we do is go get Ad Nauseam. Alright. Now we cast Ad Nauseam with the Chromox on the stack. 13 life is not a lot to work with here. Okay, so we've revealed Scrubland, Brainstorm, Tarn, Petal, Veil, Darkrit, Ponder, Rite, Tendrils. So we have enough to win, assuming that our opponent doesn't have swords. I'm going to stop here because I don't know. I don't want to risk dying, pretty much. And if I flip a 2, I can't use this turn. So I think I'm supposed to imprint Ponder and cast Brainstorm. We do get a land drop still. What does that do? I don't know. I don't think I can get up to 20, so it doesn't really matter, but I'm just going to keep casting spells. Maybe our opponent will, like, give me more than they should. Like, what if they activate Reclaimer and all of a sudden don't have swords up anymore? Okay, so this is from number 11. Might as well keep going, I guess. Let's go get like a Petal and cast this Ponder. Okay. Ponder. I guess we'll keep these. And Tendrils for 15, so this is 30 life. If they have it, they have it. I mean, I cast Ad Nauseam from 13 life. Still 5 Storm short. And it looks like they do have it. So they're going to go to 10, and I'll go up to 33. We have a Dark Rit on top of our deck. Alright, so they're going to Swords their own Merit Lodge right here. Go up to 40. And now we're going to gain a bunch of life, but we also gave them triple Wishclaw and some time. Dark Ritual is our top card. We can cast Ponder next turn, looking for like maybe Echo of Aeons. They have Life from the Loam, land in hand. So that was actually their one unknown. Yeah, because the Loam's not in there and they had another land. So they had one unknown card and it was Swords to Plowshares. Alright, so we do have a little bit of time here, I think. Loam, yep. Alright, so they play depths. They can attack with this and then activate this one to make this 3 if they want. They did not. Okay, so we're drawing Dark Ritual. I'm going to fetch because we know that there's a land under that I don't want. Thunder seems fine. What if I want a Chant Kicker? Ponder. Burning Wish. Shuffle. Alright, so our opponent is representing lethal next turn. So they're going to play a stage, and I am going... Oh, no, it's not lethal. It is not lethal. Because even if that's only... Oh, wait, unless I'm wrong here. They attack for 6. Yeah, it is lethal. So if they attack for 6 here, it is lethal next turn. I need them to not attack. Alright, they see the line. So now I have to draw Burning Wish. There's still 4 of them in the deck, 29 cards. Can't believe we lost this. Ah, that was brutal. Yep, they got it. They had 1 unknown and they got me. Let's draw a card. Alright, we didn't have it coming anyway. Okay, so same board plan as last round. Get that out of there. Hit submit. I could have kept flipping off Ad Nauseam, but I think it's better to just like, they don't have it as their like few cards they had in hand that were unknown, or like risk dying on Ad Nauseam. I don't know. It seems fishy to keep flipping to me. There was also a mulligan to 5 for what it's worth. But now we have to win the 2 difficult games where they have tons of disruption out of their board, like Deafening Silence and Collector Roof. Okay, we get the turn 1 Brainstorm off Opal if we want it. The problem with this line is that, I don't even want to say it out loud, but Force of Vigor, that's the problem here. Okay. Cast Brainstorm. Ad Nauseam's a good one. I can cast it next turn. And pass. Plateau. And Deafening Silence, you got it. So we're going to remove the Deafening Silence here. We have a land on top. Okay. Another Deafening Silence. So, ooh, Wasteland hurts. Without the Wasteland, we had enough mana to cast Ad Nauseam. We just have to pass here now. Okay. Stage. They can't play a non-creature. Alright, let's brainstorm. See if I can hit lands. No lands. This Burning Wish isn't great. But is it better than Rite of Flame? Probably, because it gives me access to beat something like a Collector Roof. I think what we're supposed to do is fetch and then brainstorm on their turn. So that way I can maybe hit mana number 5 for Ad Naus. So we're dead to a crop rotation on my end step. Okay. Brainstorm. This is not good because we're just dead, but I can add Naus on their end step assuming that they don't have it. I think that they have it. It's the only reason why they would discard Depths to Mox Diamond. So I think we're about to be 5-1. Show me your crop rotation. Yep. They got me. They played well. Alright, I'm just going to concede here. We are now 5-1. We have 1 round left to go. I believe I'm locked, for what it's worth. We are 1 player over the cutoff, so there's going to be like 3 or 4 X2s that make it, and I should be at the top. So win or lose the next round, I believe that I'm in, but we'll find out for sure. We're just going to try to win, though. Let's not worry about losing and worrying about breakers. Let's just win match number 7. Winning in time, it's match number 7. We're facing Bullwinkle, who recently won a challenge on Blue-Red Saga. Pretty much Blue-Red Delver, but with Sagas in it. We're going to keep this hand. This hand's fine. And let's see what we can do. And there's Volcanic Island. Ponder. Our best draw is likely a Lion's Eye Diamond, because that will allow a turn 1 Chant into Ad Nauseam. Wow. Okay, so let's just play out the Chrome Mox. Okay, Petal. That was just the absolute nuts. Let's cast Orim's Chant. Does Chant resolve? It resolves. Ad Nauseam coming right up. Okay. Sacrifice, sacrifice. Go get Nas. We do have a land drop available, but it's important to keep in mind we used a lot of 0, so it could end up being a little bit dicey. Alright, so we revealed Wishclaw. That should do it, because now we can Wishclaw for Tendrils. Okay, we're allowed to flip down to 6. Petal, Wish, and Brainstorm. We'll stop there. Alright, so easy peasy. Alright, we got a little bit lucky there. I'm not going to pretend that was skill. We just drew the best possible card we could. And now we get Relay, Abrupt Decay. This is the Saga version, so Abrupt Decay's value goes up by quite a bit because they bring a Needle to name Wishclaw Talisman. You just want to be able to answer that. So Ad Nauseam comes out. That easy free win against the tempo deck that we just got is not the norm. So we board out Ad Nauseam, and instead we're trying to grind them out with Relays. Okay. Turn 1 against the blue deck. I'd love to keep this, but this is not a keep. You just have no mana, nothing to do. Unfortunately, we just have to ship it. Mulligan. Better? Just bottom or right of flame here. Okay. I mean, it looks like Bullwinkle also took a mulligan. And there's the monkey. Verdant Pass. Okay, so monkey knocks us to 18. And what is the reveal? Orim's Chant. Sure, I didn't want that anyway. Saga. Draw. Another Verdant. Okay. We're gonna have to fetch before the Saga fires off because we don't want them needling our Verdant Catacombs. Diamond, okay. I mean, realistically, we don't need Diamond right now, so it's not a big deal. Okay, Burning Wish, let's go. Okay, let's just fetch now because we don't want to get needled, like I said. This can get Taiga. They've already exiled a Chant, so I'm not going to get white mana here, and instead I'm going to go for a little bit of extra stability. And just pass the turn. So I think now what I want to hit is Galvanic Relay. We don't have a whole lot of time. We're actually going to be dead fairly quickly here. So maybe I don't want Relay. Yeah, because we're just dead next turn. So Wishclaw Talisman is not going to be good here because of the Needle. We just want to find Burning Wish. I'd also take the Echo. Alright, so we're taking 8 down to 5. Didn't want Chrome Mox. Sure. Okay. Burning Wish. Not good enough. Alright, let's go to game 3. I don't think we're going to change anything. Let's just resubmit. Okay. This hand is good. Keep. Okay. So, I want them to think that the mana doesn't matter when it really does. I want them to think we're just going all in. And it's really just going to be a relay for 6. Okay. So now we get 6 cards. We want a protection spell and a tutor. There's our tutor protection. There we go. Okay. There's one card that I'm worried about here. Costs X and a red, and I'm not going to say its name out loud until my opponent passes the turn. Scalding Tarn. Volcanic. Meltdown was the card. Alright, so... Oh my, that was an amazing draw. Okay. White. Play Opal. Let's play Delta. Does this matter? It might matter. I'm going to play the Delta. And the reason why is if I'm forced to echo this turn, I want to be able to fetch. Like Brainstorm Fetch or Ponder Fetch. Alright, so let's cast the Chant. And that resolved, which means that this should just be easy. We can Burning Wish Peer into the Abyss. Okay, hold control. Actually, I could have just sacrificed. I didn't need a hold control. Okay. Yes. Get Peer. And Peer. You could fetch first in case you draw all of your targets. It's just not realistic, so I'm not going to do that. And it's one less card that you would draw because you'd be making your deck an odd number. Red. Alright, we can imprint that Abrupt Decay for black. Okay. Shooter. Play a Wish. And our opponent's conceded. All right, so we are now 6-1, headed to top 8. We're probably going to see our opponent there as well. They were another X1. There's going to be 3 or 4 X2s that make it due to how this tournament was structured, and there's a pair down this round, so that will determine if the number is 3 or 4 X2s that make it. But, you know, we're locked. We don't have to worry about it. See you in top 8. Maybe I shouldn't have mentioned that I'll see them in top 8 because we are facing Bullwinkle once again, and we are on the play. And honestly, I think Bullwinkle's probably the most difficult opponent we'll have in the top 8 here. So this hand is a keep, I think, because we have everything we want. What I literally need to do is just draw mana and then a card I can imprint. And those are pretty easy asks to me. So we're just going to play out Diamond. We can play out 2, it's fine. So the reason I'm playing out 2 here is that I don't want to have to move to discard or get dazed when I need to play another. So that's the idea here. All right, Volcanic Island into Monkey. Okay. Draw. Another Petal was very good. So we're fine with that draw. Now we just need something to imprint onto Chrome Mox. All right. Buddha Delta. So they don't get a card off me, but I would have liked to have drawn that Delta for sure. Okay. Draw. Chrome Mox doesn't do it here, so we're going to have to pass. Okay. We're going to fall to 16. Brainstorm. That's a good one for the opponent. Okay. And a Ponder. And another Brainstorm. Okay. So they've seen a lot of cards by now. I would not be shocked if they had Double Force. Wasteland. We don't have lands. Alright, Relic. I don't care about that. Draw. That is a card that imprints. So honestly, if this gets dazed, pretty okay with that. Okay, so they let it go. Petal. Petal. Diamond. Wishclaw Talisman. So this is a card they might try to fight over here. Okay, we're going to attempt to cast Veil of Summer. And they had Double Force. Yep. Alright, so it happens. we gave them a lot of time to dig for double force. Monkey and the Ad Nauseam. All right, so Ad Nauseam is no longer an option for us. We're in a tough spot. So I think what we want to do is find Echo of Aeons. Because we can't cast anything else anyway. They're using Relic. Sure. Doctor Foundry. Draw. That doesn't help us, so I'm just going to have 6. We have 3 cards in hand. Dragon Man hits. Brainstorm. I would have liked that. Okay. 4 cards in the opponent's hand now. Diamond number 4. I think I'm just going to pass here. No need to play that out. They can make a servo. Yep. And I'll take 3, going to 9. I am not terribly far dead from being bolted out of the game. Scalding Tarn. Alright. I'm at 6. 3. You have the 3rd bolt. I shouldn't have opened up my mouth again. Bolted out. Let's see what our top card was. Didn't matter. Alright, so next game. Bring the decays back. Relays. Get that Ad Nauseam out of here and board out the Ponders. Alright, that's the board plan. Sticking to it. Like I mentioned, this is probably our most difficult matchup that is in top 8, so if we can get by this deck, feeling pretty confident. Okay. Game 2 on the play. This seems fine. Keep. We're just looking to draw into Galvanic Relay with this hand. We have an Abrupt Decay for a Null Rod, which probably isn't in our opponent's artifact deck, or Ragavan, something along those lines. Even Needle. Opponent's taking a mulligan here. And now they're going down to 5. Okay, Verdant Pass. Volcanic into Rags, sure. Draw. Wish was really good. I think I'm going to pass here. And I want to Abrupt Decay the Ragavan at the beginning of combat. That way they can't dash. And we're supposed to get Taiga here, I believe. Black, green. So the problem with Trop is that Trop doesn't help with any of this stuff. Burning Wish was a fine draw. I don't think we're supposed to just jam it into our opponent's force, though. If I draw a land, I'll probably cast it. Hoping to get a Galvanic Relay. Okay, we hit the land. Burning Wish. Alright, like I mentioned, if this resolves, I want Relay. Okay, Relay coming up. Okay, opponent has 5 cards in hand. Iteration. Alright, they revealed Izzet Saga to Iteration and passed. Draw. Dark Ritual. Red Flame. Ritual. Lion's Eye Diamond. I'm not sure if I want to burn this Dark Ritual or not. There's a lot of times where mana ends up being the choke point. So I'm either doing 5 or 6 cards here. I think I'm going to do 5. Okay, Tarn, Claw, Opal, Sea, Opal. Not very good. Alright, so that was actually kind of a bummer. We didn't hit a protection spell in there. Not even a cantrip. So we want to draw a Chant or a Veil off the top. Those opals are dead because we already have an opal. Yes! Hell yeah. Okay, so let's Dark Ritual here. Wishclaw. Force Pitching Days. Let's Veil Summer. Into another Veil. Okay. So now we can play these other opals. They're essentially just lotus petals at this point. Make a blue, play another opal. And I'm going to Veil again because that brings me to Storm 7. Burning Wish would be Storm 8. Tendrils would be Storm 9. Draw. Another Relay. I just want to think through this. So if I tap this for red, so this would be Storm 8, hold priority, cast Relay in response. Our opponents conceded the game. Okay, so what I was going to do in response here was tap these, tap Wishclaw, go get Tendrils. So Tendrils is in my hand before Relay resolves. So if they have anything that stops Tendrils, Relay will resolve after that. All right, so we got game number 2. I think we just submit this again. Hope for the best. All right, this hand seems fine. Opponent took a mulligan. Turn 1 Strand, not turn 1 Monkey, I am always welcoming. Saga, okay. So Saga is dangerous because it can shut off my Wishclaws in a few turns. Draw. Hell yeah. Alright. So we're going to cast some cards here. I'm going to hold priority with this Chromox on the stack. Dark Ritual. Let's cast Brainstorm. If they Pyro here, that actually helps me. Okay, that was good. I'm going to keep the Veil of Summer around. I wonder if I should keep the Echo around too. And just accept that this is going to be a Relay for 6. I think I like that. Okay, no imprint. Relay for 6. Burning Wish. Verdant. We want mana at this point. Chant. Relay. Mana. Wishclaw. If I had known my Relay was going to be all tutors, I would have kept those 2 rituals I put back. Alright, that could have been better. And now this Saga in a couple turns is going to get a Needle that shuts down all of the Wishclaws. Our best draw is probably something like Lion's Eye Diamond. Yeah, a Diamond would honestly be nuts. Because that would give us Chant with Veil back up into Echo with tutors floating. So Saga is now on 2. Usually mana is like a relatively easy thing off Relay, but not in this circumstance. Alright, they're just passing. On Diamond off the top, please. Diamond. Don't know how I feel about this. So I think if this Chant resolves, and it did, I think what I might do here is Echo. Use Wishclaw to go get Echo, or go get Diamond, so that way if I hit mana off it, I can Relay for a bunch. Okay. Claw. And now we're going to go get Diamond. Come on, deck. All I need off this is mana. Just give me tons of mana, please. Echo from 5. We've played a land. And that'll do, Pig. That'll do. We are going to the top 4. Term number 8. Keep that. Got this for red. Black, hold priority. Cast Burning Wish in response, black, red. And our opponent's conceded. We're going to top 4. Woot woot. See you there. Can I please get a Mox Opal off the top of the deck? Please? We are facing Patxi. They were one of the few players that I had no clue what they were playing entering top 8. And I just did a quick Goldfish search. They are also playing a Jeskai Regiman variant, or at least I assume that they are. And here, this Scrubland, if it were a red source or a green source, this hand would be bananas. Instead, it's just good. I want a Mox Opal off the top because it would allow me a turn 1 empty the Warrens with Veil backup. Let's see if we can draw an Opal or even another Lotus Petal. Lotus Petal. Oh, they're on the blue affinity deck. Okay, this deck does play main deck Force of Will. Chrome Mox. Chrome Mox doesn't do it. Lotus Petal. Right, I'm gonna have to imprint the right here. Let's play Burning Wish. That resolves. Alright, grab Echo. Veil. So part of the reason that we have to go for it this turn is that this Chalice of the Void is coming down next turn. And we need to shuffle it back into their deck. We're probably not winning with no mana floating. I would love to, it's just not very likely. Ooh. So here's an interesting spot. I have them veiled. I could upkeep Chant them and Time Walk them, and then untap Chant them again. But if they have Force and a Chalice, I'm in trouble. So what I'm going to do instead here is let's add red, blue, and black, and pray to the Storm God Kuranos that he's feeling good to me. Alright, Brainstorm. Ding! Wow. How lucky. It was just like the nut Brainstorm. Holy smokes. Okay. Chalice Force of Will deck. Get out of here. Go get the tendies. Click carefully. Okay. We have stolen game number 1 from... I guess it's called AfFOWnity or AfFOWnity. Force of Will Affinity. That's what it's called. Oh, wow. Alright, so we want these decays. We want ending. Ponder can come out. Excuse me. I think we want to leave one ending in the board to wish for, because I'm not sure what else you board out here unless it's like an artifact. I'm going to try this. Alright, so I brought up Bob's deck from the PTQ yesterday. So 4 Force of Will, 4 Thoughtcast, Echo of Aeons, 2 Chalice, 2 Lions at Diamond. This looks like the deck we're facing here. 3 Force and Negation in the board. So they're going up to 7 forces. 2 Engineered Explosives. This is going to be a tough deck to beat. Alright, game 2. So we have access to ending via wish here. I just think this hand's too slow, but I don't know. I'm going to try it. Alright. Ancient Tomb into Chalice on 1. Yep. Bobble. You got it. Alright, draw. Echo was pretty good. And we're just going to play these out. Next turn I'm going to wish for ending. I could also play Wish Claw. 2 reasonable options. Okay. And because we have Verdant, I have to get Scrubland. Wish. Okay. Grab the ending. Alright, so they're going to make a Saga Construct here. Why did they do a main? Okay, they needed it for Affinity. And then next turn they can make another Construct plus get Needle for Claw. 4 cards in hand. Trying to think if I should play Wish Claw or not. I think the answer is no. I'm just gonna ending. Okay. And they had Force, Pitch, Force. Okay. 3 cards in hand now. We don't have another card on our board that answers Chalice. We got Opal, so they did not get Needle, which means that we can use this Wish Claw to go get Lions at Diamond for this Echo. Why did they get Opal? So they could play this. Okay. So they've used 3 forces. They have 2 baubles. So they should probably cash these in trying to hit another force. They did not. And they have lethal next turn, so we pretty much have to go for it here. Alright, Imprint Veil. Wishclaw. If they have another force, we're just dead, so I'm not gonna fuss around. They're at 13. Yeah, we can't even get close to enough storm. So this is storm 3, 4, 5, or 2 storm short. Alright, praying to the storm gods. Once again, the echo is good. Storm number 4. And they had a 4th force the whole time. Okay. So we lost game number 2. Need to get game number 3. I'm just going to resubmit. I was thinking about, like, if we could bring in Galvanic Relay versus all their forces. But you have to board out Ad Nauseam, which is just, like, one of the best cards against them. And what are you boarding out? We already boarded out Ponder. We need our protection. We need our answers. There's really no slot that you can side out for these relays. We are on the play versus a 7-force deck. Try it. We also have engineered explosives in the board, so I don't think we're supposed to just jam our zeros into explosives. This deck usually doesn't chalice zero because they play so many zeros themselves. Alright, our opponent mulligan to 6. Opal. Diamond. Are you going to echo me and I'm going to lose all my artifacts because I didn't play them out? I completely forgot about echo. Ah. Okay. So they're not echoing. At least not yet. I'm going to play Claw here. Okay. They do have echo. They have 3 echoes in their deck, and they already have the diamond. I just feel like this stuff's probably supposed to be in play. If I get EE'd, they got me. They have 2 explosives with 3 echoes, and they already have half of the echo combo. Alright, so this is going to level up next turn. So, do they have a needle? They have a needle that they chose not to get. So, we probably need to use this Wishclaw this turn. Land. Oh, that's pretty gross. I don't know what we're supposed to do. They most certainly have a force effect here. If they're on Bob's list, there's 2 needles, one in the main and one on the board. Am I really supposed to just jam Ad Nauseam and throw caution to the wind? So I was thinking that I was like, oh, I can get Echo, Hardcast Echo, Flashback Echo. I'm a mana short of that. So I think here we just say, you don't have force, so we'll put our Ad Nauseam on the stack and accept only making top 4. Alright, show me your force will, opponent. Or force of negation. You have 7 counters for this. Come on. There it is. Alright. So we lost. We're not going to beat this now. How we could theoretically come back is if our opponent decides not to use Wishclaw for Chalice. We draw Burning Wish into Pier and somehow the Pier resolves. We'd also have to do all of this before our opponent kills us with constructs. So we're going to take 7 here, putting us to 11, and they have lethal next turn. I don't have a card that wins in 1 draw. So unless they used Wishclaw Talisman and you got something that doesn't impact the board or a force, which doesn't make any sense. Alright, well, they didn't make another Saga for some reason, or another construct. So we go to 11 here. Sure. They've bobbled me. Draw and concede. Okay, that's one of my outs, I guess. So if I draw Burning Wish, we can Pier next turn. Our opponent would not have to do any, like, we would need our opponent to just do nothing, but it's an option. Alright, let's cast Brainstorm. They could just force this too. And they have another force of negation. Okay. So congrats to our opponent on making the finals. We've only made top 4. We lost to the AfFOWnity deck. Bummer. But it was a good run. 12.5 has continued to be impressive. I love this deck list. I really do. Thank you for watching. Keep storming, and have a great day. Hey, Bryant Cook here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, but also follow the social media channels down below. If you want to support this content directly, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/shop. And if you need a little bit of assistance with the Epic Storm to get to that next level, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/tutoring. Don't worry, there's more great content coming right up.